Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to take a look at how to create a barrier effect in Unity. So you can notice these kind of effects when you have been playing racing games. This kind of an effect would actually bring out an amazing functionality of the shader in which we can animate textures. So let's quickly take a look at the setup. The first requirement of the setup is to create a barrier. I have created that using quads. You can create this using a single mesh as well in a 3D software. These barriers have a material applied called the barrier material, and I have created a new shader called the barrier shader. So the concept here is we are going to lerp between two values A and B. These are color values, and we are going to lerp between them using an alpha map. So let's take a quick look at the shader. So here is a barrier shader, and as discussed, we have color A, which is set to white by default, color B, which is set to black by default, and we have an alpha map, which is set to white by default. We have a speed parameter, and we will discuss about that later. One thing to note that in the tags we have mentioned the render type and the render queue as transparent and given the blending command as source alpha and 1 minus source alpha to enable transparency. Now let's take a quick look at the subshader. As discussed earlier, we already have the properties declared in the subshader so that they can be utilized in the vertex and the fragment shaders. The vertex shader is pretty much the same, except for main texture, we have a new property created, alpha map. Now, the magic happens in the fragment shader. Now the calculations happen in the fragment shader. So as discussed earlier, we are using a text2d function to extract the values of the alpha map using the UVs, and we are storing the values in the alpha map variable. One thing to notice that we have already discussed earlier is that we can change the UV parameters dynamically during runtime. I am using the time variable and I'm multiplying or offsetting the time variable by a multiplier called speed. This speed property can be provided by the user. For the UV Y, which is the V parameter, I'm keeping it same because the arrows have to move horizontally and not vertically. Next thing that we have to do is simply lerp between two colors, color A and color B, using the alpha value of the alpha map and return the color. So let's take a look at Unity. Now if I hit the play button, and if you want to change the colors, if you see we have the background changing, I can make the background fully transparent or fully opaque. Similarly, if we change the color to, we can change the color to be completely opaque or completely transparent. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions or comments, please mention them in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching.